Hello Aries, welcome in. My name is Laura from Tenacious Taurus Tarot, and this is going to be a general Aries message for my Aries collective out there. This reading is timeless, so whenever you're guided here, you're likely going to find a message for yourself. But do please keep in mind, because this is for any major Aries placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and even North Node, the message may or may not resonate with you. So check your other signs, check your other placements. Let's talk about what came through in meditation first. And so I was shown a great big elephant in somebody's living room, and so it's time to address the elephant in the room. Whether there's been a conflict in the family or in a relationship, you have to address the elephant in the room if you are to begin the process of healing. And I heard reconciliation. Let me clear this up though a little bit, Aries, because reconciliation just means reconciling the big energy that needs to be talked about. It does not mean that two people will be coming back together. And so if you've moved recently, I do feel it's really time to make your home a place of beautiful moments. And so it's important to make this home your own. And I also want to say respect is important in all relationships, right? And so if you feel like something's wrong, if your intuition is saying, hey, something isn't right, trust your intuition, because we can't avoid conflicts, right? And so I feel like an injury, almost like a heart injury. But this is where you're going to discover your natural leadership qualities, because I think you're being asked to take charge of your life. Maybe it's time to start your own business. Maybe it's time to just break free of something that you were trying to reconcile with, or somebody you're trying to reconcile with. But I feel this is a really quiet period of introspection for you, Aries, and it's time to break the chains. And so maybe you are stuck on a certain suitor or a certain person when it comes to an intimate relationship. But I think going back could jeopardize a certain friendship. So let's get into it with the cards, and let's see what else needs to come through for you with the tarot. So we're going to jump in with the Spiritual Journey Oracle cards to start. Pay attention to the signs. I think the universe is cautioning you. The signs are saying, hey, over here, watch for the signs, ask for the signs, because they're leading you towards deeper meaning in your life. And then we get triggering. And so I do feel you're going to be put to the test when it comes to a certain situation, when it comes to a pattern that needs to be addressed, hence that great big elephant in the room. So this is a pattern between yourself and another. And so if this is a pattern that keeps bringing up negative behavior, it's time to course correct that right now. So let's keep going here, Aries, and let's see what needs to come through. Like, you cannot push something too hard. I heard the heat is on. You cannot push something too hard. I do feel you're in a process of healing. So let's see what else needs to come through for you, Aries. Oh, we get telepathy just come out in reversed. And so I do feel there's some type of false belief here. Telepathy in reverse is like there's a need to disconnect. I do feel Spirit is trying to communicate with you, but it's like there's something here that is being avoided when it comes to your self-development path. And so self-development in reversed, we get teacher upright. So you need to recognize that you need space here. Where are you neglecting yourself? You need to nurture yourself. I feel there's such neglecting of self going on here. And so you could be dealing with a teacher here that is helping you evolve beyond a certain lesson. And I think this lesson might involve a twin soul. And so maybe you have a distorted belief that you are in telepathic connection with a twin soul. I feel a false counterpart situation here. And yeah, and I think there's going to be a breakthrough. I think there's a breakthrough. You're going to find a solution, but you're going to have to purge and cleanse this relationship. So there is a relationship paradigm shift. And so we kind of got like a tower in reverse coming through for you, Aries, with the recovery card. And so maybe you've recently gone through upheaval, and maybe you've been given a second chance at life again, or a second chance at course correcting, but you really got to make the effort to fix it, right? You got to fix yourself first. And so maybe you believed you were connected with somebody telepathically, and that maybe you thought you could transmit their feelings and their thoughts, But I feel this is a time period of healing your own heart, your own mind, your own body. And so it's going to be a lot of hard work, but it's really time to gain that new perspective shift. And so you're about to transform out of a very karmic situation is what it feels like. And I feel once you release a false counterpart, you will be able to go towards a true twin soul connection. And so there's elements of your life that you need to purge and cleanse that you're clinging to. They're showing me the Four of Pentacles. And so I do feel, consider this ending a gift. It might not feel like it because I think it's very dark. It's very uncomfortable. And so maybe you've been in the dark night of the soul. Maybe you're in it right now. But there is a very deep, dark, uncomfortable re-evaluation of your life, your purpose, your relationships. We are in Mercury retrograde, and it is going to move from Virgo into Leo this week. And so there is going to be a roadblock or a challenge that you might have to overcome. And you might need to protect yourself, but there's going to be a lot being unveiled, I feel, this Mercury retrograde. So let's go a little bit further with the Heart's Hidden Secret deck. Yeah, there's a conflict here. I feel you're dealing with somebody where there's just incompatibility. There's a clashing of differences. There's going to be a fight. There's going to be a conflict. And so do not let pride and ego hold you back from what you know is true. And so it's like having the eye of the tiger. You could be dealing with somebody very prideful, very egoic, and this is going to require you to find a different solution. But let's get a few of these cards out and let's see what else needs to come through. I think this is about a family situation. The family card came out sideways, and so I think you're clinging to an old cycle. Maybe because of the kids. Maybe because you thought this was going to be your 10 of Cups. But I feel there's a lack of fertility here. Maybe there was poor planning. I do feel this has really affected you if you're a parent, and it's really affected your parenthood journey. And then we get heart fog. I think maybe because you're walking away from a family situation, it's feeling a little bit messed up. I think there's some blocked emotions here. Maybe you're giving the universe mixed signals. But I do think there could be a lot being unveiled. Maybe you're dealing with somebody that's coming clean and sending you a lot of messages, confessing to you, you know, some apologies of some sort. But I think below the surface, there's still a lot of resentment and anger. And I think somebody is really biting their tongue when it comes to some hurtful words. Somebody here is calling your bluff. I think somebody here might be apologizing and coming clean, but there's still a mask here being worn. And so this is about past mistakes. You could be dealing with somebody that is just very misunderstood, that likes to play the victim. This is a very lost soul. And pride. Yeah. So if you're holding on, if you're clinging, if you're obsessing, it's time to walk away. Maybe this person abandoned you, left you, walked out on you, walked out on their family, and you've been obsessed and addicted to getting this person back. But I'm here to tell you, this person is shallow. They're hollow. They're empty inside. And I do feel there's deep love trying to find you. But you got to stop spying. You got to stop clinging. You got to stop obsessing over a connection that did not embody deep love and unity. So let's go a little bit further with the tarot. And let's see what else needs to come through. Aries, yeah, we get the Page of Cups in reverse. And we get the Ace of Pentacles. And so I think this person comes in. They apologize. Let's make it work. Let's make it work. Let's buy a house together. Let's build a life together. But there's a certain level of insincerity here. I think you could be dealing with somebody that's very moody, and maybe you're just oversensitive, and maybe you're too open-hearted and too forgiving. And so really trust your heightened psychic abilities right now, because I feel like this is like there's no renewal here. There's no renewal. And so there is a need to reconcile for your own healing process. So that Page of Cups reverse was still on the bottom of the deck. And so this could be somebody you've known since childhood. I do feel something about children, but this person is pretending. They're still wearing a mask. So let's get to it. Let's get to it, Aries, and let's do 9 cards. Okay, what do we got for Aries? That Ace of Coins right out the gate, and we get the Tower reversed. We get the Ace of Cups. And so there is a new beginning here. Maybe you have just moved into a new home. I think there's like a total rapid shift in your beliefs. And so there's still a need to release an old belief system around family, around relationships. This is unavoidable change. And so the tower comes in. When the tower's in reverse, you can't go back. You cannot build. There's no solid ground to build upon. And so this is a significant life experience in order to get you to go through a massive awakening. I feel a heart awakening. You are your own twin flame. I want to say that, Aries. Look at, there's one dolphin. Dolphins mate for life. You are your own twin flame, your own twin soul. And so I think you're awakening to some new spiritual insights. We get the Eight of Cups in reversed. We get the Magician in reversed. And we get the Seven of Coins. And so this is like the deadline energy. So it is like somebody's coming back. It looks like somebody's coming back from the past, but they are still in manipulative energies. Gemini, could be dealing with a Gemini, a Virgo, but we are in Mercury retrograde. And so there is a need to move on from somebody that could be a pathological liar, a master manipulator. I think maybe you've spent a lot of time trying to make this work. Maybe you've been very patient with this person, but it's time to revisit these plans. And I think you're going your own way. And I'm hearing that song, You Can Go Your Own Way. So I think it's really time to go your own way, because either way, Spirit is saying you're going, whether you're ready for it or not. The Three of Wands in reverse is like everything you've asked for is trying to come in, but you have to step into being independent. So is this person, is this situation really worth your time? Is this drama really worth your time? I think this person likes to distort you. They like to confuse you. They keep you kind of in this fun house of maybe you feel like you're to blame for everything. And so I do think there's a conflict here, that there's no resolution in sight. There's a lot of opposition. I think two people with like opposing beliefs. And it's time for you to walk away from this dramatic situation. Yeah, it's time to get yourself unstuck, Aries. It's time to heal your heart. I don't know that there is any healing this past misunderstanding. I do think you're dealing with somebody that likes to keep you confused, that likes to keep you in illusions. You could even be dealing with somebody that is struggling with addictions. But the Lovers in reverse is saying, hey, this person hasn't changed. This is still toxic. This is a false start. And I do think this is hitting you right deep into that core wound. You're being asked to protect yourself, guard yourself. Protect what it is that you've built for your life. It's time to make a decision from the heart. It's time to get clear on what it is you need to do to move forward. And so you are clinging to is really what it feels like to the past, maybe, or maybe it's one last look at the past before you decide to go your own way. I think you will be happier alone. I think you will be successful alone. And so you do get to decide what's next. But if you don't decide, then the universe will come in and choose for you. There's also like this Eight of Wands at play. And so I think you need to block this person. I think there's a lot going on right now and you're being asked to stand up for yourself, because I really don't see any type of renewal here. The Judgment reversed, the Three of Pentacles in reversed. It's time to have faith in your future. Your future is bright. Your future is right here for the taking. But you can't go back to the past. It's time to head into a new direction. It's time to get that clarity on your purpose. And I think you know in your heart of hearts what it is that you need to do. What's the Seven of Pentacles? Let's clarify that, because this, I feel, is an opportunity to plant a new seed. Empress reversed. Ten of Swords reversed. And the Six of Cups reversed. And so I think you've not received the rewards of this investment. Stop clinging. I think the ending's already taken place and it's time to move on, but it's like you don't want to move on. And if you've recently relocated, do not bring this person with you into your new energy, because I think this person is going to try and come in. They're going to try and sweep you off your feet. They're going to try and get you to suddenly fall back in love with them. But you're dealing with somebody that I feel is like a love bomber. Do not let this person come with you into this new cycle. You need to know your worth. Maybe this person betrayed you and this has really skewed your self-worth, your perception of self. You are worthy of all good things, Aries, but I think it's time to just say, hey, enough's enough. I can't keep watering a dead tree. This is over. There's deep childhood wounds here, deep childhood patterns here. And I do think somebody from the past is trying to come back in, but you got to stop over romanticizing how things used to be. Look at things at face value. Maybe, yes, you got to revisit this. You got to talk about the big elephant in the room. But if you want these challenges to end, you're going to have to move on. So what is the Five of Wands in reverse? Because I feel there's a conflict here. And you're going to have to break through this conflict in order to get to the next level. And so, yeah, you're just going to have to release it. Is it even worth it? Is it even worth it? I do think this person also sometimes, I feel like sometimes this person like takes money from you. And so maybe this is a bad investment financially. And it's time for you to stand up for yourself. It's really time for you to stand up for yourself. Guard yourself against this person. Stop focusing on the negative. It's time to just look for the hidden blessings. I think you're angry. I think you're upset. I think maybe this person drains you. It definitely feels like this person knows how to make you feel worthless. And so it's time for you to create balance in your life. It's time for you to stop focusing on the negative and understand that everything happens for a reason, and you might not know why right now, but you will one day. So forgive yourself. Forgive this person, forgive yourself, and let go and stand up. Choose your battles wisely. Is this really worth the fight? Because I think you spent a lot of time trying to heal. It's time to get yourself unstuck. So let's get you a closing message here. Could be dealing with a Gemini. I see strong Gemini. Taurus, Libra. Taurus, Libra. Really, there's not a whole lot of signs here. So let's get you a closing message from Spirit. What's the closing message? Spirit is ready to offer you guidance and support. Have an open mind. I think you're being asked to let go and to allow the divine to kind of take the lead on this one. What's the closing message for Aries? Honor the vessel that is your body. You are being asked to take better care of yourself, better care of your mind, and better care of your body. The Empress in reverse has a hard time taking care of anybody, because she's not filling her own cup first. And so maybe it's time to fill your own cup first. Maybe, yeah, maybe you needed to go back because vulnerability is strength. But I think true spiritual maturity is recognizing that wisdom has been achieved. There's nothing left to learn here. It's time to go on to the next phase, and it's time to know when to walk away. And so gain a new perspective. Try to look at it from their point of view, from their lens. Take a step back and realize that maybe the circumstance just isn't worthy of your time and your energy. Release it. Know when to walk away and release it, Aries. And that's kind of what I got for you. So I really hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you'd like to go deeper with a personal reading, check out the link below in the description box. Don't forget to head on over to the membership side of the channel if you're not already a channel member. I'd love to have you join us over there on the Thursday lives. Every Thursday I go live at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. It's a place of growth. It's a safe place of all of us coming together as a community, as a tribe. So come join us over there. I hope you have a great day, Aries, and I do look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.